Oi oi, it's ya boy once again, Ollie, and in this video I am going to shed some light I will, on why you are stuck in negative cycles, negative spiral, negative feedback loops of insecurity, validation seeking, approval seeking and needy behaviours that shove people away, preventing you from getting the love and connection that you desire. Sound good? Well, let's find a park bench, let's sit down and let's get into it, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a personal trainer called Ollie. And Ollie took on a client called Alex. Now, Alex started working with Ollie because he wanted a six-pack. When Ollie asked, "Why do you want a six-pack, Alex?" Alex said, "I want to get girls. I want to be attractive to girls. I want to get a girlfriend." Now, Ollie, at this point in his career, was not confident enough to say this, but Ollie got a kind of a hunch that there was something else under the surface at work. Nevertheless, they started working together. Ollie gave him meal plans, Ollie gave him the workouts, Ollie suggested a bunch of lifestyle changes. They saw each other on a call a week and things were going quite swimmingly. Alex started to lose a few pounds and everything was going according to plan. Until Ollie gets on a call with Alex and Alex is distraught. Alex is beside himself. He says, "Ollie, I've ruined all my progress. I've screwed everything up, man. I've went to the shop, I got loads of sweets, I got a milkshake. I swear to God, I put on a few pounds just by eating all this stuff. I've completely ruined my progress. What have I done?" Now, Ollie was like, "You know what? These things happen along the journey. No big deal, right? Just get back on the horse and carry on anyway." So what did Alex do? He said, "All right, okay, I'll listen to you." Dusted off his shoulders and carried on moving forward. But wait, 2 weeks later, Alex calls Ollie again. "Ollie, I've done it again, mate. I've screwed things up. I've gone and just binge ate again. I've ate loads of sweets. I've had a milkshake again. I can't help it. I just ate loads of food the other night and I'm just keep reversing my progress." Ollie's like, "Okay, second time happening, but again, these things happen, no big deal, right?" Again, Ollie said, "Dust off your shoulders, stick to the plan, get back on the horse, it's all good." Alex says, "All right, if you say so," dusted off his shoulders, carried on. And then a week later, Alex calls Ollie. "Ollie, I don't know what's going on, mate. I binge ate again. Just as I started to make more progress, I sabotaged myself. I ate loads of donuts, I ate loads of ice cream, I ate loads of food last night, and again, I think I'm a few pounds heavier this morning." Ollie said. Now at this point, Ollie's hunch that he had earlier, before starting to work with Alex, came to the surface. Ollie said, "Alex, can I ask you a question?" Alex replies, "Of course." "Alex, if you had a six-pack right now, and you were attractive to women, and you had a girlfriend because you were physically desirable, in your mind, what would that mean?" Alex replies, "I've never really thought about it." Alex takes a long deep breath and goes silent. Alex then says, "Ollie, you know what? That actually scares the shit out of me. The last time I was in a relationship, she dumped me. She dumped me for my best friend. And I don't want that to happen again. And it scares the shit out of me. If I'm attractive to women, maybe I'll get in a relationship and maybe that'll happen again." Ollie replies. Now in this story, do you see what was happening? So Alex thought that he wanted a six-pack and he thought that he wanted women to be attracted to him, right? But then when he got closer and closer to the possibility of being attractive to women, in his mind, the idea scares the shit out of him and he self-sabotaged. He sabotaged his own progress because what he was telling himself was, "I can't get into a relationship, I can't be attractive if I don't have a six-pack yet." This was bullshit. This was a self-protective belief that he had created to prevent himself from facing the frightening, the uncomfortable nature of relationships, the discomfort that comes through intimacy, right? So he would never have got a six-pack because that was his defense mechanism against something that he feared. Now, how do we apply this to you? Now, when it comes to a cycle that you're stuck in, or maybe you've been stuck in for quite a while, it's important to ask yourself some deeper questions. The first question I would ask you, if we were working together, is in what way is this problem serving you? In what way is this problem protecting you? And in what way might you secretly get a kick out of the thing that you say you don't like? Sometimes the thing that we think we want is not the thing that we unconsciously want, right? This is the conflict between the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. So what we say we want, sometimes we don't want. So with that, I would ask you the same question. Your present situation, be honest with yourself, okay? Be honest with yourself. What does your supposedly shitty situation give you? Answer yourself honestly. Now let's apply that to neediness and validation seeking and approval seeking behaviors specifically. Maybe, right, you have this problem, you're pushing people away consistently, but maybe there's a part of you that's actually getting something out of that. Maybe there's a part of you that's afraid that if you actually started to attract someone into your life, that'd mean actually having a relationship, and maybe that's not all good. Maybe you're afraid of aspects of a relationship. Maybe you fear intimacy, right? And maybe pushing people away is something that you are unconsciously doing to avoid the fear of a relationship, okay? Maybe that's the case. And that's just one example of how this kind of thing can manifest itself and completely fuck up your dating life, all right? So, but we can only figure these things out if we spoke one-to-one. Hintity hint hint. And to make it a bit more practical, in order to build this level of self-awareness, you first need honesty. You first need the commitment to be truly honest with yourself, regardless of what you find. Journal regularly on this particular problem and ask yourself what you're really getting out of it, like the questions I just mentioned. And 3, I'd suggest that you be willing to let go of your victimhood, okay? So it might be the case that, oh my God, I'm so needy, I'm so this, I'm so that. I struggle with insecurity, I struggle with all these things, okay? Maybe you are the one in control. Maybe you are the one with all the power here. Maybe your unconscious knows what's going on, and only when you make the unconscious stuff conscious can you then start to direct your life in a way that you desire and change things. I'm gonna go and eat something now and have a coffee. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.